Welcome to my beautiful, very aesthetically pleasing kitchen. So today I figured I would go over just a quick little tutorial on how to track macros. That way it's just super simple and kind of seamless and fits into whatever, eating goal, whatever you have. So tracking macros works for some people it's super stressful. I love it because it's really educational and it kind of opens your eyes to what you're putting into your body. So talking about macronutrients, there's carbohydrates, which are 4 calories per gram, protein 4 calories per gram, and then fat, which are 9. And if we're going to go into alcohol, that's 7 calories per gram, and it's basically just poison and it's toxic. But we do drink alcohol as well, but it is a macronutrient. It's just not a good one. Just learning how to decipher and read a nutrition label. For some people, it can be overwhelming to see all of those facts on there. You're like, do I count calories? Do I count what? And then you're learning about serving size. And usually when you actually weigh, and I should have cleaned this, but I didn't, but this is my food scale. When you actually weigh your food, it's surprising on how small a serving size can be, especially with cereal, which is usually about 85 grams and 3/4 of a cup. It's not a lot. So the reason I love to track and weigh food this way is because it's so easy to see a serving size, and even the discrepancies with if you are like counting calories and you're using like measuring spoon, measuring cups, there's a lot of discrepancy between those. So sometimes a tablespoon of peanut butter with 1 scoop versus another is not actually the same. And so there's little ways that you could be getting in extra calories when your goal might be weight loss or some other body comp goal, or it could be that you need to eat more. And that's why I first started tracking macros, is because I tend to really undereat, so I needed something that would help me be aware of how much I was actually eating, and I had to eat more. So with that, I will turn the camera over and we'll just... So I tend to try to get in at least 50 grams of carbohydrates per meal. Now, when I eat breakfast, I tend to break those carbohydrates up between my fruit and my oatmeal, because those are just great sources of carbohydrates. You're getting great micronutrients as well from both, and they're just both beneficial. So when you're going here, the first thing to look at is, okay, so this is calories per serving size. Now, per serving size, we don't worry about the half a cup. We're more focused on that 40 grams. So for each serving, it's 40 grams, and in that 40 grams are 2.5 grams of fat, okay? And then we're going to go down to carbs, which is what we care about. There's 27 grams. And then protein. So, yeah, there is some protein, but I wouldn't be like, ooh, oatmeal's a good source of protein. Like, okay, oatmeal is a carbohydrate source, first and foremost. Sure, it has some protein in there, some type of amino acid profile, but not a lot. So those are the main ones you look at. You look at your fat, you look at your carbs, you look at protein. So per day, I get about 300 grams of carbohydrates on maintenance. So this is a great source of carbohydrates. And then when I combine that with some fruit, I get 50 grams for my first meal. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to try to open this. Okay. My very fancy filming. Turn it on. And there are a bunch, so I have it on ounces right now because I was doing chicken earlier. We're going to change the unit. That's milliliters, so that's for fluid ounces. And really, milliliters and grams are about the same. So now it's on grams. So it's set to 0. I'm going to put it in my bowl. And all I'm going to do, I'm just going to pour until I get to 40 grams of oats. And that right there means I have 27 grams of carbohydrates. So from there, what I would do... So from here, what I would do is I would go into the MyFitnessPal app, put in oatmeal, and I have it pre-logged, and then I would just check that off because it's the right serving size, which is, again, 40 grams. From here, I'm going to add in the rest of my breakfast, so 140 grams of the berry medley, which has strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. It's 140 grams, and that's about 17 grams. Then we're going to go to almond milk, which is what I normally put in, okay? And then from there, sadly, PB2 instead of peanut butter because I'm still on maintenance and not quite to the bulk. And then I've been doing this pomegranate powder,
which is amazing. It's great for your skin, and it's got more micronutrients than what I normally get. So there you go. That's just the oatmeal. I still eat other things for breakfast as well, but I just wanted to give you the quick breakdown.
Okay, so I know that was like a super fast tutorial, but you get really efficient and you understand how to track and measure the more you practice it. I know it looks overwhelming at first, but the more you do it, again, it's practice. Practice makes better. So that's just how to track, super simple, and you just kind of, some things in MyFitnessPal, like I would rather you like scan the barcode because a lot of those things are programmed in there and you can measure the serving size. Some of the things you do have to like guess at as well, but like I think like lasagnas and other like, you know, casserole kind of things, which is why I would say when you're unfamiliar with tracking macros to start with, just be very basic. So think of whole foods first, super easy to track, and then as you get more comfortable, add in more recipes. So that's all. Like, subscribe, all that shit, you know.